Hey guys, it's Billy. Back again with another video. I know I told you guys you would not be seeing any more of me, and I didn't think so either until I at least get down to Florida, if not when I return from Florida. But lo and behold, I had just finished uploading the last video, my vinyl update. Hopefully, if you haven't checked that out, go check it out. I just uploaded that one earlier today. Lots of cool stuff in there, but my vinyl update number 32, I had just hit the button to upload that thing and went upstairs, and sure enough, had a package, a VCLT package from none other than DJ High Noon. I've got it turned around because the name and address and all that information is on the other side, but Tim, DJ High Noon, I had totally forgotten about this package. Tim had kind of tipped me off about this package weeks ago in a comment, or maybe even through Facebook, kind of hinting that he was putting something together for me and to be on the lookout, and I had totally forgotten about that. As a matter of fact, I will be rolling through Florida, through your neighborhood, heading down to Jupiter for spring training here next week. My boss is down there right now covering the beginning. I'll cover the last half, the last month or so. But anyhow, I looked at the address, Tim, and Castleberry looks like it's about 2.5 hours north of Jupiter, so that might be tough. Unless we can meet in the middle, or maybe I can just stop on the way down, you know, coming through. Who knows? I'll call you or shoot you a PM on Facebook, and we'll make that happen. But anyway, we have some VCLT here, guys, from Tim over DJ High Noon. If some of you guys aren't familiar with Tim's channel, to me, I still say fairly new. I've probably been in the VC a year or so, maybe, Tim. But great guy, tons of good finds. Has a great personality that really comes through in his videos. And I really love your channel. And this is the first VCLT. Totally, like I said, unexpected. Love getting VCLT from you guys. I hope you guys do as well. It never gets old feeling appreciated and loved, and I appreciate that for you thinking of me, Tim. So let's quit jabberjawing here and get to opening up this package. Like I said, totally unexpected. I have no idea what is going to be in here. No idea whatsoever. I couldn't even guess. So let's set it up out of the way here. Oh, there is a note on top, which, let's see, to Sexy Billy Thrustmeister. Pretty cool. I'm going to save that and read it at the end in case there's any spoilers in there. So right off the bat, I see 8 tracks. So right off the bat, top record is a stiffener unless it gives you a Woody. Oh, that is so great. Oh, look at the top. So this is just a stiffener of one sort, and this is definitely a stiffener of a whole other variety. Sean Cassidy totally gives you a stiffy. That's funny. Like we needed a stiffener, but that's great. All right, so first, right off the bat, Bandana. Looks like 80s country to me, just by the back. It's definitely something I don't have. Let's see. 1985 Warner Brothers. I'm going to say I don't know any of this off the top of my head, but that doesn't mean anything. I love all different kinds of stuff. You know, 80s country kind of gets poo-pooed on, even with country music fans. But I kind of like some of the stuff, so I'm gonna definitely can't wait to give that a spin. Might take a little bit because I've got so much other stuff to get to, but awesome. Thank you for that. Let's set that down here. Moving right along. Poco. A good feeling to know. Now, I'm not sure if I have this. I will tell you guys I'm not the biggest Not that I'm not a big fan. I really like Poco. I love Rusty and all the stuff that they did. But I'm not well versed in Poco's catalog, let's say. I do have a couple things in the collection behind me here, but definitely a nice piece. I'll check and see, Tim, if I have this, which I don't think I do, because everything I have of Poco has a horse on the front cover, I believe. That's kind of what they're known for. But if I do, Tim, I'm sure you won't mind. I will pass that along, as well as if there's anything else in here. Kenny Rogers, What About Me? Another one. Kenny has so many albums. I would have to go through. All my country stuff is over here underneath in the back there behind me. I would have to go through and see if I have this one. This isn't one that rings a bell, but it looks like, is that Kim Carnes? Yeah, Kim Carnes and James Ingram on the back. So there you go. And then somebody had signed, I Don't Want to Know Why. I don't know. Interesting stuff there. Thank you for that, Timmy. See what else is in here. Just kind of moving this around so it doesn't. Oh, speaking of Kenny, there's some more Kenny. Love or Something Like It. What a great song. Just good stuff. What else is on here? Mama's Waiting. Sail Away. Not any other big songs, and this is from 19. Of course, it doesn't. Yeah, it would be here in the fine print up top. 1978, United Artists Music. Here's Kenny in all his glory on the back. I'm not sure if I have that one either, Tim. So let's see. Share Your Love with Lionel Richie on the back as well. Let's see what songs are on here. Blaze of Glory. Through the Years, which was a huge hit. There's Lionel Richie actually produced this record too, so I do have this one, I believe. I will have, yeah, Tougher Than Leather. Now I may, I get confused because I may actually just have this on 8-track, but Willie Nelson, Tougher Than Leather, great album. Thing here in the nice disc keeper MoFi type sleeve. I appreciate that. This is awesome. Here's the back. Some really great country stuff in here, Tim. Now, here's one that I do know that I have, like I was mentioning earlier about the Poco. However, this is a MoFi pressing of Poco's Legend. I do not have this in, so see, I spoke too soon. I have this in a regular pressing, but I do not have the MoFi pressing. Wow, can't wait to give this thing a spin and see just how awesome this thing is going to sound. Wow, that is super cool. Thank you so much for that, Tim. Plenty of other stuff in here. Some cassettes. Let me just round them all up. Couple cassettes. And it looks like a couple of 8-tracks. So is that everything? Yeah, that looks like that is it. Tons of stuff in this box, Timmy. I need to get my 8-tracks out. So those of you guys that have watched my videos, you saw that I just finished my, of course you can see the CD rack over here behind me. I finished on the other wall my 8-track storage. I need to really get my cassette storage solution figured out because I'm not really able to enjoy my cassette collection because everything is boxed up at the moment or kind of stacked up over on the side. So I really don't, there's no organization to it, and it really just drives me crazy. It's just a matter of finding time to get that done, and I hope that I can find time this spring or this summer to get that done. So apologies up front if I don't know if I have this. There's some that I know, let's say, I know I do not have this Marshall Tucker Band Greatest Hits. I have a different version of Marshall Tucker Band Greatest Hits that we all have seen before with the maroon cover, just Marshall Tucker Band on the front. But this probably has a lot of the same stuff. Obviously it does. Fire on the Mountain, This Old Cowboy, Can't You See, 24 Hours at a Time, Heard It in a Love Song. Such great stuff. Definitely appreciate having that, and it will fit right alongside the other there. So Marshall Tucker Band Greatest Hits. That is a Golden Circle. Conway Twitty. Hello, darling. Nice to see you. So Conway Twitty, Hello, darling. This one I more than likely do not have, but now I do. Thank you so much for that, Tim. That is much appreciated. Love Conway. What a voice. Tragically taken way too soon. He was still making some really great music, even in the late 80s and early 90s. Speaking of legends, Merle Haggard, I just showed this in my, this is crazy, I just showed this in my last video that I posted earlier today. Brandon, Mr. Hall of Fame, had sent me a copy of this, his epic hits, the first 11 to be continued on vinyl in shrink with the hype stickers and all that good stuff. So I love this. A lot of people don't like 80s Haggard, even your country fans. I love 80s Haggard. He had so many great songs. I mean, here's just a handful. You Take Me for Granted, That's the Way Love Goes, Are the Good Times Really Over for Good, Big City, one of my all-time absolute favorites. Of course, Pancho and Lefty, the duet with Willie Nelson, written by Townes Van Zandt. Someday When Things Are Good, Going Where the Lonely Go, CC Waterback with George Jones. I love 80s Haggard. Of course, I love all Haggard, but I really do love 80s Haggard. And then last for the cassettes here is Jimmy Buffett, Songs You Know by Heart. I'm not 100% sure if I don't already have this. I've had this in every format it's ever been printed. And as a matter of fact, somebody, I was in a local record store, and they had a new reissue of this, and it was only 15 bucks or so. And I had it in my hand, and I thought, I don't need to spend 15 bucks on that. But I thought, I almost did. That's how much I love Jimmy Buffett, and especially these songs. This has everything you ever need to hear from Jimmy Buffett. I do like Jimmy Buffett, but put this thing on and I'm in heaven. I'm fine. I'm completely content with that. So there's some cassettes, and we have a couple 8-tracks here that he had sent in a baggie. As you guys know, love my 8-tracks. Thank you to guys like, LJ or, Jeffrey Rusnock for really kind of starting that fire on deep inside me for other formats. I've always had 8-tracks. I've always had cassettes and, of course, had CDs. But when I first started, I had 8-tracks. And vinyl, that's what Mom and Dad had. I played a lot of 8-tracks because I had a little portable 8-track unit. So, but getting back into it has really kind of calmed me down. 8-track collecting, if you want to really appreciate 8-tracks, you have to have patience, which I've had to really learn. And I'm trying as I get older to get a little bit more patient. I'll tell you, I'm not a very patient person. But with 8-tracks, I'm turning into it. You got to be patient because it takes a lot of work. When you get a tape like this, you can't just put it in your player and play it. You've got to maintain it, make sure that the tension is right on it. More than likely, open it up, replace the pressure pads. And check the splice, make sure that foil splice is changed. Once all that's good, odds are put the baby in and it's good to go. So here we have Blood, Sweat, and Tears. This is just a self-titled Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Looks like at one point somebody paid $1.50 for it, but this was originally purchased back in November 27th, 1981. So cool to have that. And then really like this one, Mad Dogs and Englishmen, Joe Cocker, great album. Of course, I love this this tan or beige. Why am I leaning this way? Let's. I set the damn thing up so I could show them this way. I love this tan or beige colored cartridge. And again, like I said, we'll have to go in, pop these tabs, this tab here, and there's tab. Pop it open, replace the pressure pad. I mean, you guys are probably bored to death with that, but anyway, I'll get this thing up and running and be enjoying it soon enough. So I think that's everything. Let me take a quick look at this letter from Sexy Billy Thrustmeister. All right, cool. So I'll share with you. I wanted to make sure that there wasn't something in here that, you know, some Tim professing his love for me, which obviously we've already shared that with you. But Billy, sorry this took longer to get to you than I promised. No problem there, dude. Like I said, I get it. Sometimes I have things. Matter of fact, I had a package here for Andy, over at Andy's Vinyl Den that sat here for 6 or 8 months before I was able to finally put everything together and get it sent out to him. So I totally get it, and it's understandable, but still much appreciated. Things are crazy here as we prep for a move. Hopefully you're still fairly close so we can hook up on the way down to Jupiter. Willie Nelson had a couple marks I didn't like, so I gave you a couple extra things as well. Hey, always appreciated. Enjoy, my brother Tim. As always, if any of these aren't needed or you're interested in, please feel free to share. Which, like I said, if I do have any of these and they're duplicates, I will definitely pass them along to somebody. So thank you so much, Tim. Guys, do yourself a favor. Check out Tim's channel. It's DJ High Noon. Give him a subscribe, watch him his videos, leave some comments, get to know Tim. Great guy, like I said, good personality, really comes through in the videos, shows a lot of great stuff. And hopefully we'll be able to get together here soon in the next week or so. Tim, I'll be giving you a ring probably later today to let you know I got your package, number one, and number two, to see if we can coordinate getting together. So guys, as always, thank you for tuning in. Tim, thank you so much for this. I appreciate it, buddy. As I hope you all are doing well. If you haven't checked out my vinyl update video, I just uploaded it. Check it out. There's a lot of cool stuff in there, but this time it's real. I promise I won't see you guys for a little bit. So take care. Peace.